welcome, etc. Happy Sunday. Hope everybody had a good day. I had a very kind of unintentionally lazy day. I just couldn't get going today. I don't know what it was. Oh, I muted that. I thought I heard my own voice for a second there. Sorry about that. There we go. I must have unmuted it. We're all chatting in the pre-show thing. I always say come a little early if the chat opens up before the show, so you can kind of hang out and chat and all that stuff. They don't let me until 10 minutes before, so it's kind of weird, but welcome to the tubes of you. Hey, Zach, how's it going? Good to see you. Crickets, Max, Evan, Slick, Mike Morgan. Oh, hey, Peter, how's it going? Connor Mitchell, Alex, Anthony, Rem. I'm going to adjust my chair a little bit. Instant Pot. We're already starting with the Instant Pot stuff. I have used mine. I used both of mine now. I have two. Well, I have the air fryer and the other thing. So, and my wife's using the air fryer right now. So it's definitely getting its usage in its first full week of or week or two, I guess, of being in our house. You fry pizza yet? I've not tried that yet. Haven't had pizza since then. So and I see the bare knuckle gives some screen time. Yeah, that's something I want to talk about here in a minute. But first of all, I'll do the drink now. There's nothing on here, so everybody's still going to ask probably. But I'm going with cider tonight. Rootstock, just the rootstock dry. Nothing too crazy, but I like it. I was more in the mood for cider than beer. So with that, we usually have rootstock in the fridge. My wife likes it too. I know Keith's a big cider man. Yeah, there he goes, as if on cue. Hey, Manny, Ashcan, everybody. Got it. Yeah, I assume I got one. I don't know if it's you, because obviously your name isn't Bagel Bite on PayPal. But, yeah, I got one from somebody. Tom, get stuck on the old Blue Moon. Oh, I just don't like Blue Moon. I don't know. It has like a slight celery aftertaste to it to me. I just don't like it. I know a lot of people like it, but I am not one of them. Savage Eskimo, NAF Sergeant. So yeah, you guys were talking about the bare knuckle being out here. There's a few on this table that I'm doing a big huge sale. By the way, if you're not a member of Patreon, might want to do that because I am building up to a sale this week. I've already gotten some stuff that's already been snaked by the Patreon people because they always get at least 24 hours early notice. I'm adding a couple of things tonight, and then that'll probably be it until Tuesday when I'll put what's left up for everybody else in a normal video. But anywho, I've been planning on this sale for like a week, so I've been grabbing some stuff that I was kind of on the fence that I haven't carried in a while and thought, do I want to just get rid of it? I don't carry it, and is it worth keeping? So I've been carrying a lot of stuff that I haven't carried in a while. So it's been kind of cool. So just kind of getting reacquainted with some stuff, which is kind of fun, I guess. Some of them I probably should still sell, but I'm not going to for now. Stuff that may go up in the next knife sale, but they're not going up in this one. Just received my first Hinder on Friday. Was not disappointed. Cool, Eric. What'd you get? I think you told us, but I don't remember. I've not ordered an Eclipse yet. I should. I might. We'll see. This week's knife sale is next week's. I'm sorry I got rid of. Tom. No, I don't think this time there's going to be any I'm really sorry I got rid of. It's I can't keep them all, and it's time to clear some stuff out, so I think it'll be a while. XM18 3.5, always a classic, good, solid choice, Eric. Hey, Joel, how's it going? That TRM, though, yeah, it's a pretty thing. What Hinder finish am I looking for? If I got a Eclipse, I'd probably just get the regular Stonewash, because it would be more of a user everyday carry one, so I'd probably just get the regular. Have you ever replaced the same knife in a different configuration like titanium for my card? Absolutely, Crickets. I've done that many times. I've done some knife thinning lately too. Yeah, I just want to start off the year with a more manageable amount of knives. So, because as the year goes on, I know I'm going to add a bunch more. So, just trying to do that. Hello, Wicked. Connor Mitchell, my wife, or my knife buying, my wife buying. It's a different channel. My knife buying has switched to watch buying the last few weeks. Slippery slope by me and Nick. Yeah, mine's gotten kind of that way too. So I've added I do have another watch arriving tomorrow. Um, I may actually do a watch unboxing tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night's video, because it's kind of a cool one, and I can give you a discount code from the place I got it from. So that's why I want to do that. There will not be regular watch content on here, but every now and then, and I think that's worth doing. Because awesome dealer, you'll get a discount code if you want to go use it. It'll be cool. Keith, Slicey, how is the TMA going? The Trade Me Anything is going very well. We're going to move stuff. I'm going to put the Trade Me Anything knife up here. So I'm glad you asked that, because that was on my agenda to talk about. So if you want to go back and look, there's a Trade Me Anything 3 video. I think it's the third one I did. And the thing I'm offering up for trade is this TRM Neutron 2. And it is literally offer me anything. It doesn't have to be of equal monetary value. Of course, that doesn't hurt. I prefer it to be interesting, or at least have some kind of funny story. I will say the leader right now is one that has a kind of funny story, but it's also something I just really want, and that leads to the funny story. But we'll get to that if that one wins. But we still have a few days left. Michael Morgan, it says in the video how much it's worth. It's all in there, but I think these were 182, but they go for more than that on the secondary. Like, I would guess 200, 220, something like that. Got to offer some really cool, weird, wacky stuff. One that I would definitely take. I'll tell you this one because I can't remember the guy's name. Probably can't pronounce it anyway. The guy offered me a week in his cabin in Norway and use of his Tesla Model 3. If I could travel, abso-freaking-lutely, I would take him up on that. But we can't travel. So you get my email. I don't know. I've gotten a few from. Oh, your submission for the TMA? Yeah, I don't. By the way, if you submit to TMA and I don't reply to you, it doesn't mean you're not in consideration. It just means that I can't. I just don't. I don't reply to all of them. I think right now there's about 150, so something like that. Yeah, we can't get out of the country, so yeah. But yeah, Paul Myers, I've thought about that. That's why I told my wife. I'm like, well, we could just go to Norway and just not come back, you know. And he sent pictures of his beautiful cabin up in the middle of nowhere in Norway. That sounds like a really good place to be right now. Yeah, 150 submissions, some really good ones. Some people are just not putting pictures in, and that's if it's something I want, I reply to you, but and ask for more pictures. But if you send something I'm on the fence about and there's no pictures in it, I just ignore it. Chris Jaskolski, cold dairy here. Yes, it is, but I'm kind of used to it. Hey, Zach. Yes, dry cider. I drink cider on here a fair bit. Thank you very much for the super chat. That is open. It is not expected, but always extremely welcome. Just ordered a Pena X Series Apache. Can't wait to get it in hand. That's cool. I did get offered quite a few knives in this, but not many knives. I do have to say, it's mostly stuff, which is fine. That's kind of what I want it to be. But one knife is very extremely tempting. That's probably the number 2 right now. But again, as I said, still a few more days left. What does it end? Thursday, I think. So, and then I'll probably won't do the video until I get the thing in hand that I got. So, oh my God, you didn't want me skank? Oh no, or shank? Yeah, no, I didn't want the shank. No, that one was not. I read that as skank. I was like, you were what? I thought I read something about somebody trying to buy a wife, and then I just thought you said skank. I don't know where my mind is at tonight. Just hope my neutrons, I have to say, you were right about it compared to the atom. I don't remember what I said. I just like the size of the atom a little bit better. Did I order the Long Island Field Watch too soon? No, I've been really tempted by that one, John. We're going to try stick to knives for the first hour. We'll talk about some watch stuff in the last half hour, but I'm really tempted by that one too, I do have to say. yeah, I'm going to. Well, we'll talk about it in the after the hour. So, um, love the flame ammo and the exploit. Yeah, if anything has flame ammo, man, I'm a sucker for it. I have to say, I had the Wee Malice that way too. I've got two of them actually, but that was just in the end. It was always just a bit bulky. I never wound up carrying it. So I thought was the discount. I don't. Oh no, Long Island Watch is not my discount. That no, it's not. So I'll just say it's Mimo's jewelry. So which is smaller dealer, but they're awesome, and they're actually an authorized AD for everything there, so that's handy. But yeah, you'll see it. I have a watch coming from Mimo's tomorrow, and I'll probably do an unboxing just so I can give you guys the link to the discount code. But yeah, this is really nice, and I'm really liking the exploit a whole lot. I have been carrying it for a bit, and I like the front flipper, but I honestly just find myself spidey flicking most of the time. What's the next big knife purchase? Like I said, it's probably going to be a Hinder or Eclipse, but I don't know. We'll see. It's probably the next big one. There's a few things I have to replace that I sold that I knew I intended to, basically. Like I sold my S45 VN PM2 because I don't need to have that for size comparisons, and I'm just going to get a regular one. So I got to do that. Because I don't carry the PM2 much. I just pretty much use it for size comparisons. What's the next small knife purchase? Probably stuff for review. Some of the new CKRTs are looking pretty good when those are out. The what is it? The PLR3. I'm definitely gonna get one of those. Hello, Dark. Yeah, that's what we're here for. Ask away. You can do super chat. Make sure that I see it, but I mostly see most of them anyway. Thank you very much, 1 Minute Knife Review. I appreciate it. Go check out his channel because he always usually asks for a plug, and when he doesn't, he says I'm not asking for a plug this time, so it's kind of a running joke, I guess. So yeah, just don't ask about pickles. Yeah, he's right, Chris. We are over 100, so what's everybody carrying today? This is when we do I like to wait till there's over 100 before we do the pocket checks, because otherwise people keep bringing it up through the whole thing. You got the Neutron 2. Yeah, you said you opened it today. It's cool. New Sencut micarta looks awesome. It is. It's pretty awesome. 20 CV Banter. Seems to be a very popular knife amongst my peoples. Sencut Scepter. Yep, that was cool. PM3. 20 CV Bug Out. Nice. CV Badlands Vagabond Quiet Carry IQ. Cool. All very nice ones. Minax. Spidey Caribbean. Mini Osborne. TRM Atom. CV Governor Malibu 0562 Tie, always a good choice. Couple of those. Recon 1 with Snaggletooth. I keep meaning to put a Snaggletooth on mine, but I just haven't. Oh, that's right. I tried once, and I was a really hard time getting the thumb stud off on that one for some reason. The other ones they came right off of, but that one is just tough. Mini Trudon Enlarging Kosi and Singo. Ooh, fancy combo. TRM Machine earlier. That's a rare one. Knockout M390 and a Victorinox Tinker. Who did the Knockout and M3? Oh, the Knockout M390 was USA Mayblade. I remember. Yeah, I was thinking the bare knuckle because it's right here in front of my face. So this is the SMKW 20 CV one, by the way. But yeah, that's one that like I said, I thought about selling a couple of them because I don't carry much and decided not to. The Spy Opera, which was what was in my pocket today, was one of them. I thought I don't really want to. I could probably sell that, but then I carried it today. I'm like, no, you know what? I do really like it. I'm just gonna carry it more. I feel bad for it because a lot of my really nice looking knives like this, and I'm not selling the Gava, and that is I love the Gava. A lot of my really nice looking 3-inch knives like this, like this and the Shibuti, the Bushido, the Riot. I just don't carry because I'm not working. I'm not going, to comedy shows and stuff. That's when these got carried, when I was looking a little better for a comedy show, and I feel really bad for them because they just sit right now. But I know there's a day coming someday that I'll carry them again. So I'm not getting rid of those, especially the Bushido, because the Bushido is going to be pretty hard to get my hands back on again. I think these will be pretty easy to get, but in the future, but we shall see. Riots are sometimes they sell out and are gone for a year before they come back again. But Kiefer U-Rock auction going on. What's that? Okay, oh, you have an auction going on there. I did not know anything about that. Is that a Chris Reeve on the table? Yes, this is an Unumzon. This was my last video that you guys convinced me to buy, and I'm very glad you did because I really like it. I'm still getting used to that lock bar, but it's just odd. But getting used to it. I do like it a whole lot, and it's been in my pocket a ton since I got it. So, and it is the Tanto blade version. It is a well-loved example. I bought it used, which I rarely do, but Chris Reeves, they haven't made Unumzons in a while, so they are pretty hard to find. One day, deep into the apocalypse, you're going to raid a tuxedo store and need a coat knife for zombie survival. Keep the opera. Yeah. No, I just like the opera a lot. I think he said it's by 80%, so 8 out of 10. I don't know what you're talking about there. Is that carbon? Is that a carbon fiber super freak? Yes, this is the mini freak carbon S90V. This is another one I considered selling, but I really like it. And spoiler alert, you have to be a Patreon member to buy it. But I came down to selling this or the Mini Osborne, and I have the Mini Osborne up for sale. So I like the Mini Osborne a whole lot, but I don't like the launch version. I don't like the coated blade. I assume there's going to be another one coming without a coated blade, so I'll get that. But BD Swain, did you let the sway bat go? Yeah, I did. That didn't last too long. I kept it for about a month after I said I decided to keep it. But even when I said I decided to keep it, I was really like not super committal about it because I didn't know. But what's my favorite knife on the table? Gee willikers. On the table, probably the Shadow. Way to put somebody on the spot. I like carrying the 940-1 with the mini freak carbon fiber SUVs. Oh, that's a good idea, BDaz. Or I have both of those. I should do that. He asked how much a ZT562 is like. Yes. Yeah, about 80%. But the 20%'s a lot. Exactly. Most expensive knife in your collection, that would be my, and I'll bring it out at some point here. It kind of dominates the table. It'd be my Microtech Combat Trudon Hellhound. Although some of my Hinders with all the modifications are probably package price worth more, but a lot of times if I sell a Hinder, I keep the parts and put them on another thing. What are the ergos like on the Spy Opera? I did do a full review of this a while ago, but they're really good. That's part of the reason why I like it, and part of the reason why I want to keep it, because the ergos are excellent, and it's just a cool knife. Backlock's kind of boring. You can't fully take it apart, which is pretty annoying because it's on bearings, but hasn't ever been a problem. Oh, yes, I'm sorry, No Mojo. I meant to answer that question, but Eric Bowers has done it very well. Ever handled the Lion Spy? I have not. That I have not. Let's bring out, I'm going to put away. Oh, put the Gavo away, I guess. Just making room. And I'm going to bring out the Shibuti, because yes, I have recorded a Battle to the Death video between these two, which will be coming out this week because it's already recorded. So that means it's easy to do. But yeah, it's just knives like this. These two, the really classy looking smaller knives, I just don't carry much when I'm not on stage and, properly working. So I guess that's why. Ready for the new Kershaws? I don't know. I won't know till I see them. Because I have no insider information, no nothing. I have like no contacts at Kai or anything, so I have zero clue. I did order both the Archbishop and the Odium, though. Cool. Any recommendations for aftermarket PM2 Black Micarta scales? Yeah, Shark Dress Knives does an amazing job, and he almost always has Black Micarta in stock. Actually, I have one here. Oh, excuse me. This is the Black Micarta that he uses. This is on an XM18 Skinny. But yeah, he does an amazing job. They're very, very cool. Yeah, Freedom Van. They're not super easy to get your hands on. I will say, though, if you go to if you want to buy one used, I would go to their Facebook page. The guys there are pretty cool, and they don't usually gouge people too much. If you go in other secondary marketplaces, they're insane. I have a SDK Black Micarta on my Smart. Yeah, SDK stuff is really, really good. Oh, hey, Stasa, you snuck in there. I didn't see you. What CRKT are you looking forward to? I said earlier the PLR3 the most, I think. Connor Mitchell, when you work company as a reviewer, is it more common for you to reach out first or the company? It used to be much more common for me to reach out first. Now I'd say it's about 50-50. Blue Moon Iced Coffee Blonde. That sounds like that's too many words for a beer. How am I tonight? I'm okay. I guess it's a lazy day. I just couldn't really get motivated today. It was weird. One of those days where you start 9 things and don't finish a single one of them. Uh-oh, you broke the tip on your smock. It's not good, Miko. Well, there's somebody on here who could probably fix it for you. Did you see that CRKT bit driver? I did not see that. Can't believe I'm saying this when I'm drinking a Bud Light. Oh, I hope it was like a bad Christmas gift or something. Yes, I will finish my beverage. Yes, my cider. Replace my garage door opener today. Glad to see him drill. Oh, that sounds like a pain in the ass. That does not sound like fun. It sounds like less fun than Freedom Van drinking a Bud Light. Have you ever tried a sour? I've tried lots of them, and I've just never found I liked. I'm not into sours. I think you kind of like them or you don't. Black PM2 out of stock on sharp dress knives. Contact them. If something says it's out of stock, don't worry about it. Contact him, and he'll probably have it to you within 3-4 weeks. I drank my last Fat Tire knife to get a Dos Equis. So you upgraded, John. I do not like Fat Tire. I know a lot of people do. I just do not like it. Will you show how that TRM lock plays? Like, if you're talking about the Shadow, I mean, I did a full review on it. So if you want to go back and watch that, but I mean, yeah, it's very fidgety. It's very fun. Did you think that the Sebenza 31 steel was a bit soft? No. I know people say that but that's some of the old ones I know were the old 20, or old 21s, but I think that's a thing of the past, but at least that's what I've heard. I never had I had an old 21, but I didn't really use it enough to know, but, and I have a newer Incosi with the same blade steel, and I use that a lot, and I didn't use the 31 a lot, I don't think, but, if I remember right, but I use my Incosi a lot. I have 2 Incosis that are newer, and I don't notice it being soft. Yeah, I see the Elementum Raindrop Damascus. It's cool. Bug out. Tactile turn zirconium side click with Damascus. Ooh, fancy. I have a tactile turn bolt with the zirconium bolt, but the thing is, the rest was just the regular titanium. Anthony Hughes, Hinderer or Chris Reeve? People ask me this all the time. You know, I have a lot more Hinderers than Chris Reeve, so I guess that. Slice, do you still have an Archbishop or an Odium? No, that's 2 other knives that have fallen victim to me not working outside the house and, you know, not needing smaller knives. So I'm not seeing the draw of Chris Reeve knives. Handled a few times, but I'm not that impressed. Eric, it took me a while, but I guess I like them a lot. After a while, after you take them apart, put them back together a few times, you just get how well built they are. Zach F says, planning on checking out the Tri-Way Fire Tech. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I'm probably going to get one. No, I just ordered both of them. It's fine that you ordered both of them. I liked them both. They were both really good knives. They just fell out of favor because I don't need to carry small knives anymore. They're both ones I've sold since the pandemic, since I can't do stand-up anymore. And they're ones I can always replace, so. Order Spenza 31 Chris Reeve back in September. Hope I get it by summer. Yeah, they take a long time, Chris. Have you tried any Lagunitas beers? Oh, I've had lots of them. I can't remember any names of them, but yeah, I've had a lot of them. What Ferrum Forge knives do you have now? A Gent. And God, I feel like I have at least one other Ferrum Forge design, but I think might just be the Gent. We're just putting a fruit and beer like in Cherry Blonde Bomb or Lime and a Dos Equis. No, putting fruit in it after it was brewed, no. There are a few, there's one or two like beers brewed with fruit that are okay, but MB123 thoughts on the Prolix. I did a review on it. I don't have it anymore, so I can't really tell you, but I can't really bring it out to show you, but yeah, it was nice. I liked it. Oh, it's another Ferrum Forge. I have the Stinger. There you go. That was the other one I was trying to think of. Can you Spidey flick? Yes. And now I'm going to fail it because I'm under a camera, but yes, you can. It's not as easy because it's a backlock, but you definitely can. Got a little wrist, but it's a lot easier to do when you're not 2 inches from the bottom of a camera. Slicey, best EDC, small EDC fixed blade. Knife Daddy, I'm not the right person to ask for that. I don't really care for, fixed blades. BTU, favorite knife under 200. Yeah, I actually recently just did a video kind of on that. I think it was 150 or something like that. I have to do one this week too. If you guys have been putting suggestions in on the community page about your, your favorite knives under 50. So I'm going to do that with your choices. BZ, should I get the 80-10 or 80-15 and why? I like the 10 better. It's the 15 it's not a gimmick by stretch of the imagination, but I just think the 80-10 is more comfortable and a little more normal to use. Got a UTX 85 Bounty Hunter on the way from Southern Edges. I love mine. Man, Harvey, tell us your newest joke. It doesn't work that way, and I haven't been on stage in a long time, so I haven't really been writing that much. David Payne, any leads on when the TRM Shadows being released? Nope, I don't have any. Does anyone else had intermittent trouble Blade HQ's website? Yeah, it's BDS or I have. It's just been loading slow. Just bought a mini buster. I blame you. We can do that. So yeah, go check out the Trade Me Anything video. Actually, I'm going to leave this one out and put the shadow away. You can I'm still taking offers for this thing. Go watch the video for all the rules. I've had some really fun ones. Oh. Mini Buster. I should get a commission on these. Actually, Stasa should get the commission because he wouldn't sell me his and made me get one. So that's double the amount of videos I've done. Do you think you'll get an Exo set? I don't know. I've been offered a lot of them in the Trade Me Anything. A lot of them, including a Bounty Hunter, which is tempting. But yeah, I don't know. I'm tempted by it. I think I would really love the hell out of an Exo set for a while, but I'm not sure it's something I would keep forever. Keith, I have not offered a modded Delica yet. I'll win the TMA. If you want to waste your time and do that, then go ahead. I'm already a member of the Delica Club. I don't need another one. Yeah, that's it too, Woman Knife Review. You said you liked the SOG Ultra better. I had a SOG Ultra, and I didn't... it was really fun for a couple of days to use as a money clip, and then it was like, no, I'm done with that. And I got rid of it, so... It's very good as a money clip. I just don't think I'm a money clip guy. Nav Sergeant, I offered a RIA. Yeah, I think I did see that. I can't remember what everybody offered. And who to what. Out of curiosity, do you have a fire safe knife that you recommend? I'm not quite sure what you mean by fire safe. I can offer a lot of really cool knives, but I need to actually have money first for a money clip to be useful. Connor, I don't know what you meant by that, but if you mean that cash, yeah, I don't carry cash too, so money clips are kind of useless to me because I didn't carry cash much before all this crap, and now since the global bastard hit, there is yeah, I don't carry cash at all. I don't want to touch your dirty money. Anything about tack knives, OTF company, I have no idea. G11, it's one better. I made that joke, and then 6 people in the comments explained to me what G11 was. I didn't know. I'm not a metallurgy expert. I'll put the Spy Opera away. It's been out here a while. This is another review. I gotta hurry up and get done. Talos. And oh, what else can we put away? I'll put the Omniums on away. Somebody predicted this was going to come out, so I guess I'll bring it out. Oh, like a fireproof safe? I don't know. I'm not... The comments net got out of hand, so... I assume anything lower than $20 has been in the naughty region of a stripper. Yeah. Yep. Especially like you get money and it's got stuff written on it, and you're just like vulgar things written on it, and you're like, oh, I don't want to know who had this. I like the Scepter. Yeah, the Scepter is a great, great freaking knife. It is currently front runner for 2021 budget of the year, but we are what, 10 days into 2021. But yeah, this thing is the bomb. Yeah, there are plenty of good knives available at that price, Dark. And you know, if it's sometimes it's just what I've found, and it's kind of I've been trying to think of a way to word this in video form, but I think with collecting anything, knives, watches, whatever, if you don't have the budget, just accept and embrace that, and you can still have just as much fun as everything, you know, going on. Kyle Moore, we don't talk about politics here. This is a place to escape all that crap. But yeah, if any budget, if you just, because right, it's a lot of the things about collecting, you know, philosophically for a minute, is the process of collecting, the process of chasing them, right? So expensive knives are hard. It's hard to get the one you want. Maybe it's a limited production or something like that. That's part of the thrill of it. In inexpensive knives, trying to find those really good quality gems that are worth way more than they cost, then you know that's the thrill of the chase of it. So you can get into it, you can approach it either way. You can still have fun. I do that with watches, both ends. My watch collection is not super high, and I have one really expensive watch that I did not pay remotely close to what it's worth, and then everything else is, you know, moderate and super cheap. I have just as much fun collecting $20 Seikos, I'm sorry, $20 Casios, as I do, you know, the $400 and $500 stuff. And same with knives. It's fun to stick with the cheap stuff sometimes. Sometimes I'll just consciously say, this month I'm not getting anything expensive. Kershaw launch line is great, yeah, Kershaw launches are awesome. Know anyone doing custom scales for cold steel knives? I do not, BZ. That's, you know, you're right. I've never seen anybody do that. I'm sure somebody has, but I've never seen it. They should be. It might be because they're structural components, so they're not. It would be kind of on a lot of them. You know, the G10 is kind of a structural component, so. I learned to quit comparing my knife collections to others I can afford when I can afford that. Yeah, as long as you're getting enjoyment out of it, who gives a crap? Know of anyone making a button lock flipper? Yeah, my knife of the year was a button lock flipper. I will grab it. Which one should I get? Blue or black? The blue, because it's the new one. Yeah, we'll put Shibuti away. It's a Protect Malibu. No, I don't know what the availability on those is. Anybody asks? Oh, but front flipper. I didn't see the front flipper thing. No, I don't know that. I don't know anybody's doing that. I'm not sure. I don't think that would work very well. I think your fingers would want to be in the same places a whole lot. Just thinking. out loud. I don't think a button lock front flipper would be that good of an idea. That blue one is a Butte. Yeah, I do like the blue one a lot. I should probably sell my black Warncliffe one, but it was the first one out of the factory. It's not the serial number 1, but it's the first one they actually mailed out, and they don't do that blade finish anymore, and yeah. I know lots of people are lined up that want it, but I don't think I'm gonna right now. It's a good idea as a flipper with thumb studs. I don't mind flippers with thumb studs. I actually kind of like that. So let's see, what was the most overrated knife from last year? I can't remember, Matt. Somebody cornered me a while ago, and I did actually give an answer. I don't remember what. I would say several Tucsons. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard the button locks are also called plunge locks. Yes, they are called that, Dark. Best Kaiser knife right now, the Lat Fiend. Yeah, I've heard really good things about that one. Can't even identify what one looks like off the top of my head, but that name rings a bell. Any James brand, yeah, it's a good one too. Carried my Airlight yesterday for the first time in a while. Such a good cheap knife. It is a great knife. I do love the Airlight a whole lot, Chris. Is there sheep's foot 80/20 coming? He said there is, Michael, so I can say that, yes. I just bought a Feist and a Gemini. I love them. They're both really good ones. I like the Gemini micarta a lot. I think actually I just saw it a minute ago. I had a case open. Let me see if I can grab it. Which one is it in? Which case is it? Not this one. There it is. Yes, I do very, very much like the micarta Gemini is great. I always loved the Gemini, the titanium one, but it was just too slippery. Which one of those new Spartans do you like more? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Pretty even, I guess. Yeah, I don't really know. It's tough. I don't know if I'm going to keep either of them because I have expensive ones, but one of them actually is already gone, but it's because it went. It's not because I didn't like it. A friend of mine does a lot of work for me on stuff, and he asked for it, so I said, "Yeah, I'll sell it to you." Waiting the new Goblin, pretty cool. I have it down here. Oh gosh. The concept Goblin, I assume you mean. Protect Malibu or Mordax. Well, I don't have a Mordax anymore, and there's a visible one of those. I guess you know. Mordax is awesome. It's just so thick behind the edge. I was gonna have it reground, and I was like, oh, I have this now. I don't need it. Here is the Goblin. Yeah, the Mordax is a fun knife. But thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate it. I impulse bought a new fire attack today, my first tender. I'm sure you're gonna love it. I heard nothing but raving, amazing things about it. I got an email today, or not today, Friday, from a guy asking my opinion on it, and I said I didn't have it yet. And I think he was genuinely angry with me that I didn't have a fire attack yet. Because I guess I'm like Hinderer guy, and I'm supposed to get all of them, but I didn't get that one yet, so. Concept Goblin looks like a bull terrier. Yeah, it kind of does. Do you like the Koenig Goblin? Did I have that one? That's the smaller, pointy one, right? I don't remember loving that. I did do a review on it, I think. Yeah, I didn't. It was fine. It was great. It was a Koenig. It was very well built. But Eagler waiting Thai fire attack scales. I think he'll be waiting a long time on those Nav Sergeant. I don't think he's never done titanium fire attack scales on the old one either. Really liking that mini buster. As am I. As am I. It is definitely my favorite purchase of the last couple months. But I knew I was going to like it before I got it because I had a loaner previously. Although my fire attack is currently on the way to Metal Complex. Cool. Cavorting with the enemy. I guess I'll allow it, but whatever. Yeah. Oh, he did say on Facebook they're going to make them. Cool. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna call Rick tomorrow and see how I'll probably wind up getting a fire tack. Well, I don't talk to Rick. I talk to somebody else there, but I'm gonna call the shop tomorrow and see maybe. Hey, like the goblin, we were just talking about it. It's pretty cool for a little knife. It's pretty awesome. It's got a lefty concept warrior nest day. My first concept. I didn't know they did lefties. That's cool. Favorite pocket cleaver? Oh, probably still the Kaiser Mini Sheepdog. Boker Mini Strike Opinion. I don't even know what that is, so I'm gonna say I don't know. I assume it's one of their autos. It sounds like. Senkan table is one I'm really interested. Yeah, they're pretty great. Well, I'm not. I don't usually talk to Rick. I normally talk to somebody else there. But yeah, if I can. You can call the place too. You can call them. But I was gonna see what they can do to get me one. If I can get a loaner or something and decide whether or not I want it. I'm not excited that it's the recurve blade. Is the main thing. Wish it was something else. Favorite machete? No, I do have a favorite machete. I have a Tramontina. They're awesome. They're like $20. You can buy them at like Home Depot and stuff. You have to put an edge on them. They come with basically no edge whatsoever, but they sharpen up really easy. And is the Planet Ocean the Seamaster you wanted, Outdoor Explorer? I try and save a watch talk for another 19 minutes, but yes, I should have it with me. I don't. It's downstairs. Want to sell that Malibu? I don't ever ask me that. I will always say no if you ask me. I have ways that I sell stuff, and that's the way that I sell it. And I almost never sell it to people who say, will you sell me that? Unless you're a friend. Third knife from the right. What is that? Looks like a shot. No, this is a Wee Knives Mini Buster. It's a Snex design. Yeah, the Hinder number is right on the thing. I just answered you a second ago, Outdoor. I think your computer's stuttering. I dare you not to sell me that one. Well played. Well played. Still gonna fail, but well played. From the far third one from the. You're gonna have to give me more. This is a Spartan Talos. Yeah, the Spartan Talos. Do you have a Kaiser Yorkie or Drop Keen to put? No, I don't have either of those. I have had a Keen. I've never had a Yorkie. Have you seen the Hoback Snex Buster? Yes, that's pretty cool too. That's 23. Oh, what? What are you talking about? Oh, about a Tramontina today at Lowe's. Yeah, it's a really cool machete. Highly recommend it. Isn't it awesome? It's awesome. I mean, and you can put like it's super easy to sharpen. You absolutely have to sharpen them, but it's so cool. Okay, why does it look like a Chavez? I don't think it looks like a Chavez at all, but it's a Bill Harsey design. My Aster is breaking in nicely. Yeah, mine did too. It's gone now. Well, it's going to be gone. It's still here right now, but it's going to a friend of mine. Going to review the updated, smaller version of the MBK Old Guard. Possibly, if I get my hands on one, but I did not buy one. Chimping looks like a Chavez. Well, I guess it also looks like a Harsey, though. John, is it the Mini Freak? Yeah, this is the Carbon S90 Mini Freak. They take a beating, and it's great for clearing brush. Lost my last one. How did you lose a Tramontina? They're huge. No, but they are great. I bought one for the same reason, and oh man, it's just I love that thing. It's so just like a not care. And during the riots here, I kept it next to my bed because you sharpen one of those suckers up, and that's a head lopper. Kaiser Cormorant is my most anticipated knife from Kaiser. I remember liking that, but it doesn't come to my mind exactly what it looks like now. And many slim pickings from Alliance Design is on the way. Oh, cool. Opinions on the Strider NG. Never reviewed a Strider. Brian, I know you're into grayed out knives. What's an example of another color combo you're really interested in? For example, knowing guys EDC is orange out. I don't like orange, I can tell you that. I'm getting a lot more colorful stuff than I used to. But I don't like orange except watches. I think some like dive watches look really awesome in orange. But other than that, yeah. Knife the collector's riot breaks out, slightly grabs a machete. Well, I don't own guns, so that's what I put next to the bed. Blue is a combo I like a lot. I have a lot of purple knives, or I have a few purple knives. Cormorant is the fixed blade with the, yeah, I don't know. Ashcan, was Zelric ever considering making budget versions of his designs? I don't know. I haven't really asked him about it. I know a few that are coming out, and they're not really super budgety. Really love the ProTech blue. Yeah, blue aluminum is honestly pretty hard to screw up. It always looks pretty good. It just depends on how vibrant you want it. But I like this just kind of medium. I like that ProTech's blue is just blue. It's not like royal blue or sky blue or midnight blue. It's just blue. If Crayola crayon made a blue this color, it would just be called blue. Bren 2 is slightly teal. Yeah, that's intent. They have a teal color that is like barely teal, but I think they actually call it teal. I found I do not like dark blue on knives, but really like that ProTech blue. Yeah. When the blue dropped, I actually thought it was Blade HQ exclusive. Yeah, a lot of stuff suddenly is Blade HQ exclusive now, which I find annoying. Nothing against Blade HQ, but I just don't like it when they suck everything up and make it an exclusive, and it's gone in 14 seconds. Looking at you, Spyderco PM2 Tanto. I'm more mad at Spyderco about that than I am at Blade HQ, though. I don't know why they did that. I just think that was a very bad decision. They could have sold as many as they wanted to make, and I don't know why they made it a Blade HQ exclusive. Slicey, do you know if Kaiser will do another run of the brown mic? I don't have much contact at Kaiser anymore. The person who I had contact with at Kaiser is now at Concept, so I have to get reacquainted with Kaiser again. It goes on sale the day after a Black Friday sale. Yeah, that made me mad. They weren't the only ones. There were a couple companies this year, knife companies, that put crap out, release crap out like 2 days before Christmas, and nobody has any money. I'm like, what are you doing? What steel is on the Sun Cup, please? 9CR18 MOV. Tom Kinshi, natural aluminum. Yeah. Dominic, get a black mic Carter version. I don't know what that one is about. What's the best budget steel? I don't know. It changes. I really like the 9CR18 MOV. I honestly do, not just because the last thing I said. I do really like it. Big 14C28N fan. I think I just answered your question, Kyle Moore. We're lagging behind a little bit. Yeah. And this XHP is almost, this isn't a budgety knife, and it's XHP, so that's cool. If that becomes a thing, that'll be awesome. S30V is almost even a budget steel now, but I would say 14C28N or 9CR. That filler, I think I just answered that. 9CR18 is pretty awesome stuff. Do I have any large hinderers? Are you kidding me? Balls. Whoever asked that must be new here. Knocking stuff over. Here we go. Got a X124 Vintage, the full track, and I'm not going to put all these out because they're too big. And the XM24 Sheepy's Foot. I'm zoomed in a little bit too close tonight to put these out, so sorry. 9CR is a good user steel. Nothing wrong with it. It's very, very good. Do you like D2? I don't hate D2 like some people do, but I'm sick of it. I can tell you that. I'm very tired of it, and it's just so ubiquitous now that I don't know. It ain't my jam. I'm always pleasantly surprised to see something else. If you hear paper towels, because I knocked over a glass of water behind me. So we're going to sop this up before... What was that? My whole computer just went black for a moment. That was frightening. I'm making all the messes in my office today. That's the second time I've knocked over a glass of water today. 162 watching, only 62 likes. Yeah, click like. What are your thoughts on the ProTech Calmigo? You know, I handled one a long time ago, Brett, but I just really don't remember. Yeah, I would call in 690 a budget steal for sure. Cryo D2 with SOG has been good. Yeah, some of the D2s are good. It's just D2, you never know what you're getting. Do you want any knives at 52-100 steel? I have in the past. I do not currently. I think I had a couple Spydercos in that at some point. You're a 1095 guy, Keith. Is your Delica 1095? What's your next knife purchase? I'm not sure. I'm gonna see what the new stuff coming out is. The only one that I think is likely is probably a new fire tack, but I don't know. I'm not even 100% sure on that. So, what's your opinion on wooden scales? I like them very much. Just I would say don't get them wet because it is wood at the end of the day. Looking forward to Keen Natter. I have one actually. Has one. I'll be reviewing it very soon. Civivi sent me a bunch of stuff, so I actually have one. My Dalek is stainless. Stainless is how you pronounce that, Keith. I thought I taught you better than that. It's the fanciest steel in the world. Stainless. Initial thoughts on the Keen Natter. Great knife, kind of complicated blade, but other than that, really good. The ergos are good. It's a Civivi, you know, it's well built and all that stuff. I just nothing wrong with the blade shape, and it's very sharp, very slicey, but it's just not. I just don't get why it's so dang complicated. What sharpening system do you use? Since I got it, honestly, it's cheap. It's very cheap, but I've mostly just been using the WorkSharp precision guided sharpening system, or whatever the hell it is they call it. The $60 one that's kind of like a smaller, inexpensive cami kind of setup, and I really do like it. M4 Bad Monkey coming out. That's one I would like to get this year. I know it is coming out, but I think they already did some of them, didn't they? Or maybe they just said it's coming. I don't know, but I would like to get one of those because I love my Spider Monkey. There's a wax called Odie's you can put on wood scales. It takes a while to apply, but it protects them great. Yeah, I know there's lots of stuff. There's lots of stuff you can put on it, but I still would try not to get it wet. Like this I do carry, but I don't carry on rainy days or anything. And then I have what else do I have of wood scales? My Ferrum Forge Exec, or not Exec, my Ferrum Forge Gent is. Precision Adjust. Wish they just called it Dave. Yeah. Linen versus canvas micarta. You know, the consistency of micarta is by its very nature not there. So I don't have a particularly favorite. Sometimes I like the look of a burlap. Sometimes I like the canvas. Sometimes I like the linen. MC is a sissy and won't carry his hundreds. He won't carry XM24. He says they're too big. Brian, has anyone publicly congratulated Civivi for being funny as hell by using the copyright symbol as their logo? It kind of is, I guess. Not really. I don't think it was intentional if it was, and I don't think it looks much like one. It is a C with a circle around it, but John Gunner, do you own any knives in CTS 20 CP? I can't find any for sale. No, I do not. Do you keep your wood scales next to your suede boots? No, I don't have suede boots, but oh, this is walnut, by the way. Somebody asked that back then. On the vintages, it's always walnut. Thoughts on Scepter micarta? I like it very much. I did a full review on it just a couple days ago. Hello, Evilee. Yeah, I think all the vintages are walnut. I think they're all walnut with that same kind of finish on the tie side. That greenish, sort of bronzish. Carry a ranch Bowie. Yeah, that's a big hinder. For sure. I would like to announce the Browns are up 28 points in the first quarter. Okay. Saw a Slicey video in the workshop, bought it. Saw a Slicey video, Mini Buster, bought it. My wife's about to ban me from your site. You know, Chris Hosey, as I always say, I apologize for nothing. Are you still using your Work Sharp Precision Edge Sharpener? Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Kyle. I said that's the one I use the most right now. That's definitely the system I use the most. Because, see, being a knife reviewer, a guy who has a lot of knives, even after this culling that I'm going through over the last week or so, I will say, like, I'm still going to have probably 85, 90 knives. So, and there's always new stuff coming out after review. So stuff doesn't usually get really super dull. So I just have to touch it up. And for that, man, that Precision Sharp is just awesome. It's just so quick and easy. I love it. Oh, all good. My wife has a great sense of humor. Don't count your knives. Yep, that's why I said 85, 90 or something, because I'm not counting them. Can't wait till your next sale. Should have one up Tuesday night, whatever's left. So just popped in what Savivi is at. That is the Keen Natter, which I do not know what that is. I think it's an animal of some kind. $500 spent. Which one knife do you get, or which two knives? Depends on what you do. Yeah, I do strap stuff, Evan. Yeah, I have a couple of them. I've got the Knives Plus one I've had for a really long time. That's pretty great. And then I got one of the new TRM ones, which is pretty awesome. My sale just uploaded. It's up. NAF Sergeant says, trying to cut in on me? Trying to cut in on me? Slicey 9CR13 versus 9CR13 OV. What's the difference? I've never had 9CR13 to my knowledge. You mean 8CR? I don't know what the metallurgic difference is. I just know 9CR is better than 8CR by a lot. That's just kind of what I know. Anyone else knows how many knives are called the Pelican? You know, you're right. I never thought of it, but yes, there are a lot. Knife Daddy, any thoughts on the Benchmade Anthem? One of my favorite knives that I own. I had one, sold it, regretted it immensely, and got another one. And now that they are discontinued, I will never, ever, ever sell this one. Keen Natter or Pintail? Pintail for sure. I love the Pintail. This I like a lot about it, but I still don't quite get it. So my strap is old leather chisel bag, flap, and auto saw. Yeah, pretty much any leather works all right, I guess, but I don't really know. I'm not an expert. Moat to Mini Buster, can't decide. The Moat is tiny. I was not remotely tempted by the Moat. I bought the Wiimote without reading the sizes, not reading the specs closely enough, and I thought it just looks bigger in the pictures. That's what she said, and I hated it. So I didn't hate it. It was just so small. I was disappointed at the size of it. It's really nice for its size, but but I love the Mini Buster. BZ, are Benchmades easy to scale change? No! Benchmades are not easy to take apart at all. Do you strap on Kangaroo? I don't know whatever the TRM one is, whatever TRM leather they use. I don't think it's Kangaroo. But the Buster is mini, but it's not. It's way bigger than the Moat is. It's mini for a Buster. The full-size Buster was very big. Kind of random. I'm at home, most likely COVID. What's the best way to sanitize my knives? It'll just go away on surfaces. I don't think you really, if you're the only one handling, I don't think you have to worry about it too much, but I don't know. Lysol something? Wiimote sounds too much like the Wiimote. I think it's supposed to. Knife Eclectic. Kangaroos kick the crap out of you if you try to strap on them. Yeah, I've seen the old pictures of them fighting. Yeah, alcohol. Jeremy Russell's probably better. Yeah, probably right. Yeah, best way to sanitize your innards too. It's just vodka. I only use the finest panda skin for my strapping. I prefer platypus. What microns would you suggest to go down to? I just use the stuff that I just use like that green compound. I don't use the the micron spray or anything. Knife Center is the mini buster in stock 289. Yep, that's what they go for. Tanqueray, not bleach. Yeah, I'm a vodka guy myself, but it's Ordex M18 DLT Swedge Spear Point. Cool, congratulations. I have a Swedge Spear Point non-flipper. Anyone know of good carabiners for holding keys and chains on belts? I'm not much of a carabiner guy, except for I like saying carabiner. I always do say at this time, OCD for EDC is live, so if you want to keep talking about NAFs and stuff, head on over there. They're always a lot of fun, a big hoot, as one would say. This is the time when I let everybody go and we can talk about whatever. We don't have to talk about knives anymore. We can still talk about knives. We can talk about whatever. I'm soft and hairless. That wouldn't do anything. I don't know if I want to know what the first part of that conversation was. Before you leave, hit the like button. Yeah, definitely do that. I'm going to go try and put some NAFs away back over here before I forget. Because I'm terrible about that. I just reorganized my whole knife collection after I got stuff set out for sale. And then I did this live show, and I drug them all out. So, did the restaurants in your hood open seating? No, they have not. I think some areas of the city have. We did a weird thing, like block by block. But you into flashlights? I'm really not, kind of. They're just not my thing. I do carry one quite a bit. I have a couple of nice ones because just being in this sector of occupation, you wind up accumulating them. So I have done that, but oh gosh, this one goes back over here. But yeah, look for a knife sale on Tuesdays. There's gonna be some cool stuff. Hey Dirk, how's it going? You came in just in time. The last half hour here is when we talk about watches. Dirk's a big watch nerd too. But yeah, it will be tomorrow. I'll do my first watch unboxing that I'm just doing for Mimo. So you guys will have a little discount code there, which will be cool. Great place to buy watches, especially Seikos and Hamiltons. So what I'm getting tomorrow is one of those two things. Brian, have any new weird EDC swag lately you're fond of? Not weird. And it's downstairs. I've got a like open sea leather now. Gun deck, which is the wallet that everybody else had before. I used to carry a topsider, but I got the gun deck and I'm pretty fond of it. 100 proof moonshine will sanitize about anything you need to. Yep. Is that goblin small enough for a fifth pocket? Definitely. Absolutely small enough for that, Brian. Rovi Von claims to have a UV flashlight that kills the Rona. I don't think it takes much UV light, honestly, to kill coronavirus, but it's just, you can't, get it. You can't get it inside you. That's all I'll say about that. Where's the goblin? You have it? Yeah, I just put it away. Where did I put it? I just set it to the side and it's disappeared because it's tiny. Where did I put it? Oh, I didn't put it in the right spot. If you go back in the video when this is over, we talked about it a fair bit. Oh, there it is. I put it right in front of my damn face. That's why I couldn't find it. Yeah, I got it. It's cool. It's little. It's definitely little, but it doesn't claim to be anything but that. But it's pretty neat. I'm ignoring that one, John. How's the stock thickness on the Goblin? I don't know. It looks... I don't have it. Do I have my calipers here? I have not finished the review on this yet, so... That's not right. Oh, I have an inch. Yeah, no, I have it right. How many inches? 1.2, looks like. Yeah. Or 0.12. There we go. Isn't moonshine homemade liquor technically? It is, but now the hipsters have claimed it. So, nice, Evan. Not supposed to get into watches, though. What did Evan get? Evan just got a Timex Expedition Scout Solar. So I did a cool project the other day. Cool for me, anyway. So this is my dad's old watch. It's not his cool old watch. Oh, ironically, I'm wearing. So here, well, yeah, hipsters have claimed your beard, the bastards. I'm going to allow that. They hit it automatically for some reason. I agree. But no, I had a dead battery. It's an old time, just an old Timex Explorer, I think it is. And the strap was falling apart, and it hadn't been worn in years and years. But I threw a new battery in it, and it's fine. The Indiglo still works. But this is the only one of his watches I could find when he passed away, and when my mom moved, and we went through his stuff. That's the only one I could find. But what he used to always wear, I went and bought one. But this is what I always remember him wearing, is a Seiko Flightmaster. And so I just went and bought one because I couldn't find his, and I love it. Even if it wasn't my dad's, it's cool. I used to be a pilot, so I like that it's got a flight computer on it. I do not remember at all how to use one of these, but it's cool. I did take the bracelet off because I know Dirk's on here. He will verify most Seiko bracelets are garbage, and I thought it would look cool on this worn leather, antiqued leather, whatever they call it. It's a Barton strap, and they're quick release, so that's cool. But yeah, I love this watch. This is probably the one that I wear the most. Zach F., what plane did you fly? Well, I learned how to fly in Cessnas and stuff. I used to work in an airport, and they let me fly, so I flew a ton of stuff. But my dad owned a Bonanza, but he didn't buy that until I was in the process of moving away. So yeah, a variation of Cessnas and Beechcrafts, and I think my favorite plane to fly was a Cessna 210. I used to fly in the 210 a whole lot. British leather looks fantastic. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. Yeah, Seiko bracelets aren't great. I usually upgrade mine to strap code bracelets. Yeah. Well, yeah, I flew all kinds of planes. Any thoughts on the James Brand Carter? Most James Brand stuff's pretty overpriced, in my opinion. Loud noises. I have the same old Expedition, but it's been sitting in my drawer forever. It needs a new band. What band is that? That's pretty sweet. Actually, this one's a little bit too big. This is also a Barton. It's a leather NATO, but it's actually a millimeter too wide. If you look, it's kind of bunched up. And I'm actually going to take this off because it's kind of too long. It winds up just kind of flopping around. But I'm probably going to put it on a elastic paratrooper thing. I like those a lot. Did you pick up a Space Force K-bar? I did not. I did think about it, though, I will admit. Wait, was Slicey in the Cocaine Cowboys documentary? No, I didn't run drugs. I live in New York. What are we to run it to Canada? It'd be kind of pointless. Connor Mitchell, is there anyone that sells metal mesh bracelets for 21 millimeter? One for my Bambino. That's the problem with Bambino. I've got one too, and yeah, it's people say it's really hard to find straps. It isn't hard to find straps. You can find leather straps all the time in 21 millimeter, but a mesh, that's probably going to be a bit much. Lionel Marks, Unumzan versus PM2. Wow, those are two really different knives. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're totally different price ranges. One's a titanium frame lock with a longer blade. Yeah, they're not that close in size either. I don't have a PM2 right here to show you, but no, the Unumzan's quite a bit larger. I don't think they're very similar in size. Fun fact, the guys that own Road Atlanta for a long time used the main straight as my cool. Dustin Kelly, Prius versus Aventador. It's not quite that far off. Not quite that far of a difference, but oh, if I can't get a 940 through the border, the Coke might be tough to get through. That's true. I don't think the Canadians are big customers for the cocaine, though. I apologize if you're Canadian and my accent. It's the same accent I use for Michigan and Indiana. Silicone straps are, yeah, they're very nice. North Dakota it'll work for as well. All Midwesterners sound kind of the same to me. Should have listened to the label, not drank it straight. I don't know what did you chug? I was able to get a 940 M4 Spirit. Cool. Wisconsin. No, Wisconsin actually, maybe I don't use that accent to describe Wisconsin because I really like Wisconsin. It's one of the Midwest states I do really, really enjoy going to. I'm a big fan of Wisconsin. Oh, Everclear. Yeah, you're not supposed to drink that straight. That'll ruin your innards. Do you enjoy doing the Knife Junkie podcast? I did. I've done it. I think that's the third time I've done it. Something like that. But yeah, I always enjoy talking to Bob. Indiana doesn't have an accent except the rednecks. I don't know, man. I've been to Indiana a lot. Everybody seems to have a slight accent to me. It's definitely varying degrees. I'm not a big fixed blade guy, Chris, so I'm a terrible person to recommend for that. What Kaiser is the brown one? That is a Gemini micarta. I love Fireball. I think that should always be typed in all caps. I will say though, I learned in high school that yes, I did drink before I was 21. But don't do that, kids. It's bad. Alcohol is bad. Drugs are bad. If you spill Fireball on something, clean it up right away because it turns into a sort of shellac that is impossible to remove. We spilled it on a buddy's coffee table, like this brand new coffee table in his apartment, and there was a beer can sitting in it, and there was like Fireball around it. And we went to go pull the can off, and it took like a huge chunk of the surface of the coffee table with it. And then trying to clean it off, it was really, really difficult. Just come to Canada 19. Oh, we used to do that. I live an hour and 20 minutes from the Canadian border. Oh yeah, we used to go to the strip club over there all the time. I feel strongly the other way. Why is everyone shouting? Someone said that earlier. 18 in Montreal. Yeah, I would love to. I need to go back to Montreal when we're allowed to. I really miss Montreal. My wife and I were actually going to go at Christmas time. We were planning on going to Montreal, and that never happened. I cannot control the volume of my voice. Now we're 10 minutes from Mexico. All that poutine. Beautiful women, too. Not that I can do anything about that anymore. I'm very happily married, but beautiful women in Montreal. Always fun to look. No knives allowed on the island in Montreal, though. Really? I did not know that. We have a poutine truck here. Gotta run, Brian. Congrats on your Omega. It's brilliant. Yeah, that fella. They should have anticipated people were going to ask about it. I should have brought it out with me. I'm a moron. Wait for I'll use it for a size comparison tomorrow or something. It was legal for me to drink in Michigan when I was 18. They changed it to 21 when I was 20 and had to wait again. Oh, that sucks. Only ever been to Canada once as a kid. Yeah, when we as soon as the border is open, we're going to IKEA. Because there's an IKEA right across the border. You have to pay import duty and stuff on it when you come back by. I said duty, but Slick Morning Pocket Donuts coming back. Yeah, it's just over the holidays I was busy. I'll squeeze one in this week sometime. I think I did one Christmas week. I think I did one. I'm not sure. Just make sure you use loonies and toonies in Canada. Rarely do you get correct change on dollar bills. I don't use cash, period, unless I absolutely have to. And you squeeze one out. Yes, there you go. I see what you did there, Mr. McKenzie. That Protect Purple looks right up your alley. What? I don't remember seeing a Protect Purple. I've seen a Microtech Purple, which I have one. How's the Buster? It is fantastic. I love it. Yes, Mr. McKenzie, you're very, very clever. Saves the cash for the Canadian strip clubs. I did when I was a kid, that's for sure. I go there and buy pretentious cigarettes and go to the strip club. I go buy Du Maurier's and Rothman's cigarettes and go to strip clubs. I was a good kid. Protect Sprint has a purple. Oh, cool. I will see that. I don't remember seeing it. You're all welcome to in Canada anytime, except right now, Knife Daddy. We are absolutely not welcome in Canada. You guys have quite justifiably so told us to stay home. Who would you say are most influential comedians to you? On stage, must specify that. Would definitely be Louis C.K. It's hard now because I know some of these guys, but I don't know Louis. But Mark Maron. Biggest influence on me ever has been Barry Crimmins, but that's because he was a very, very good friend of mine. God rest his soul. And we are not similar styles, but he's taught me more about comedy than anybody. Don't know why he decided to take me under his wing, but he did, and I'm eternally grateful for it. And Eddie Pepitone, he's also taught me a lot. So, hey, Baba Legs. We were just trying to talk about watches and we got veered off into something else. So, what's your favorite in the new CRT line? I talked about this a couple times, but it would definitely be the PLR3 for sure. Looking at getting a Zen 104. Have you had 104? I have not. I love the Zens. They are awesome. Is that German? And I like the country of Germany, so I would like to have one someday. But the Zen 104 looks amazing. How much do those go for, Bobby? What are they like? They're like around $1,000, aren't they? Maybe, or they're more than that even. I don't remember. 1,400, yeah. Are you a Star Wars fan? I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Huge Star Wars. Maybe I saw a used 104 for $1,000 once. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I will not be buying a whole lot of watches over $500 or $600 at the absolute most, because I think I got really lucky on my Omega, and it was over $500 or $600. But I had my one luxury watch. I think I'm all right for a while. I like that $300 to $600 price range. You get some really damn nice watches for that. These are both well less than this. Is around $200. This is just a $60 Timex. How do you feel about young Yoda and the High Republic being controlled by Kathleen Kennedy? I'm listening to High Republic right now, and I don't get everybody's complaints about. I saw some nutter post some raving video about social justice warriors ruining things and with the High Republic, and it's all social justice. It came out like an hour before he did the review, for one thing, so he didn't read it or listen to it. And B, it's kind of boring so far. I'm like only like 2 hours into it. It's kind of boring so far, but I don't get. People always say The Mandalorian is fantastic, and yeah, it is different than everything else, and it's better. It is the best Star Wars right now, but I don't know. So far, High Republic, the first couple hours seems all right. Evan B123, any Luminox watches? No, but I have taken a look at some of those. They are kind of cool, I will say. I'm doing a very dangerous thing this week, though, I will tell you. I say no more luxury watches, but and I'm not going to because I have no money right now, so there's no danger of it. I figured now's a good time to go. I want to get another clasp, the modern clasp for my Seamaster, for my Seamaster. So we have a local Omega authorized dealer, and I called him. He's very, very nice, and said, hey, why don't you just come in and I'll look at it and we'll see what we can figure out to do, because my clasp says Planet Ocean, says Seamaster Planet Ocean on it. So I want another one that says Seamaster Planet Ocean, but I want the modern one with a micro adjust, because my watch is from 2011. So we're gonna look at it, see which one I need, how much it's gonna cost me, and I imagine it's probably gonna cost me $400 or $500 though, right? And I'm not gonna do it if it's that. I don't know what a genuine Omega clasp costs, but if the bracelet's $1,000, I would assume the clasp has to be half of that. But I want to go there and check the place out anyway. So yeah, and he sells Hamiltons and other stuff that's more reasonably priced. But yeah, that's what I was afraid, Bobby. Ugh. But at least I can find out the right one. He seemed to be cool. Like, if I told him I looked online, but I didn't know which one to get, and he did say, well, at least we can tell you which one to buy used online. So at least I'll find out which one I'm supposed to get. Because right now I'm immensely confused because my watch is older. If it was a brand new Seamaster, I'd know exactly which one to get, but it's not. So I have to figure out, make sure I get the right one, and that's going to work with mine and my bracelet and blah, 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 blah. Or I found a rubber strap on Etsy for $60. So I might just do that. Can Loomtech make a smaller watch for my baby wrist, please? I will ask them. No, I have no contact with them, but yeah, the Loomtechs are pretty big. Wore a Mudman for like 2 years, would still have if I hadn't lost it. Yeah, those are awesome. I have tiny little wrists as well, though, so I sympathize with Christopher, and there's no way I could wear a Mudman. Have you ever handled the Fox Radius? I have not. You said rubber strap-on. I did say that. You were right, no motion. Nice catch. Nice catch. Besides the Malibu, because it's always out of stock, what button lock folder we'd recommend? The Mordax, but that's usually out of stock as well. The Spartan Palace, which is out of stock, but they make them constantly. Do you know if a copper watch? I think you meant to add another word in there somewhere, Crispy. Do a rubber strap and get the new clasp once you figure out which one for sure. They're like $250 for the clasp. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do, Dirk. And it's winter time, aren't we supposed to? Don't watch snobs always say that you don't wear bracelets in the winter anyway because they're cold? I don't ever notice the difference, and my bracelet is fine. I can wear it. I have been wearing it. It's just like a little bit too tight or a little bit too loose and nothing in between. So that's what I really can't. I do know a copper watch. Copper is pretty soft, so not good for watches. Yeah, accents and stuff, but. Palace is $285. My wife will cut my D word off again. You can only do that once, to my knowledge. Can it grow back? And is it better when it grows back? You're asking for a friend. I can't tell. What is the blue knife? This is a Protec Malibu. I'm going to get me a G-Shock. G-Shocks are always the right answer, John. They are the Miatas of the watch world. The answer is always G-Shock. It grows back thicker. Well, yeah, just like hair. Well, then we should not spread that rumor. I don't want to be responsible for the fallback of that. No, it cannot grow back. You could probably sew it back on if you get a nice. Yeah, I saw a movie about that once. Christmas house. Don't cut it off. Yeah, I don't want to be responsible for people going on a willy chopping spree. Well, this has gotten off the rails. Nope, Anthony. Well, I have a black Malibu, so you are out of luck. Brian Quigley, your opinion on the Seiko Monster? I will have one in a while. I don't have one right now, but I do. I'm getting one at some point. That is the next Seiko I want. Probably the last Seiko that I want at the moment, actually. I love my Flighty. I have an Alpinist that I adore. It's probably my favorite watch. I even like it better than my Omega, even though my Omega is like more special to me. But as far as just wearing it, I really love the Alpinist. I have an SNK 809, and then I'm gonna get a Monster, and then I'm probably gonna be that'll probably be my good 4 Seikos. Worth upgrading from an 0562 to an actual 100. Jake, we talked about that earlier. I think it came up a couple of shows ago too. I always say the 0562 tie is 80% as good as a real, quote unquote, real hinderer. But that 80% is a lot of it matters. Brian Quigley, you should get a Seiko Arnie too. My wrists are way too small for an Arnie. I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, so there's no way. I love the Arnie. I do agree. They look awesome, but there's no way. And I like the Samurai as well, but I think I like the Monster better. Again, because of my small wrists. Wish I knew what model my Seiko is. It might be on the back. The Arnie is Also a great watch, one of the most comfortable in my collection. Yeah, Dirk, you guys bragging about your big old wrists. I would love to try one, but there's just no way. I've never I've never seen one in person, but I just know my wrist could not handle it. What are they, 47 millimeters, 48? He was 7 1/4. You see, half an inch makes all the difference, though. And my wrists are weird because they're 6 1/3, but they look even skinnier because like they're thick this way but narrow this way, and it just looks, they look even thinner. So some stuff that people with 6.75s, yeah, I'd love to actually check that out, Dirk. I would love to check that out. And you didn't, now you just need to let go of that other one we talked about. Yeah, it's the way my wrists are. Yeah, it's just they're tall but narrow, so even some stuff you'll see like Shabazz, I think, maybe even has a slightly smaller wrist than mine. But when he's wearing a watch, it looks okay, and then I'll get it and it still looks a little too big. You know what to say about his thick wrists? Yep. Big shoes. Thick wrists, big shoes. 2 out of 6 of those knives are missing an edge. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Are you getting another Atom 2? I've never heard of an Atom 2. I haven't. I still have my Atom. I like it. If I say our pup has chewed up one of my favorite thongs, that'd be weird for you folks in the US. Your favorite things or your favorite thongs? Oh, the watches. I get it now. Yeah. Chris Gonzalez, have you ever seen Shabazz's face? I have, but I have signed a I've signed a non-disclosure agreement. I've always heard tongs. I've never heard thongs. And I have seen Shabazz's face, and he's hideous. No, he's a totally normal looking guy. I called flip flops thongs in the '60s. I never heard that. I've heard tongs. Maybe I just heard idiots saying it wrong. When I think of Senkos, I think of fishing. Why is that? You mean Seikos? I love the language idiosyncrasies. Yeah, a fanny means something completely different in the UK, as does a fag. That's just a cigarette. Thongs, butt floss. Yeah. Looking at Shabazz's face would be like opening the Ark of the Covenant for us non-slicey mortals. It's what made me start buying watches, I think, was looking at his face. He sounds like one of them gangsters. Well, that's not exactly what he really sounds like. It's close. It's close. But he ramps it up a bit. You know what to say about big shoes? Big sneakers. Don't get into watches. 5 Seikos later. Yeah, that is how it goes. I have gotten a lot of watches, but I do use them on the channel. I use them on Instagram. I am a corporation, so I do get to write them off of my taxes, which is nice. And I do sell a lot too, so I do sell a lot of watches. The problem is, Dirk and I were talking about a while ago, is I keep buying watches that aren't quite expensive enough to bother selling. I have a whole lot of watches in the like $100, $150 range, and you get to a point where it's like almost not even worth bothering to try and sell them. I have a lot easier time selling knives. I can just make videos. But I will say I'm 3 for 3 on my Patreon. Every time I put a watch on there, it sells quickly. So I'm gonna start putting more on the Patreon, because I do have a few more I want to get rid of. Sell them by lots. That never works. I'm going to put one lot up of knives tonight or in the morning. But I feel like watches are like knives, though. At a certain price point, you're just paying for a brand name. Yeah, kind of, but I think a little less so, especially in mechanical watches. I think there's definitely a difference. Like, I have a really nice Seiko. My Alpinist is like an $800 watch, and I have a an Omega that when it was new was what, like $5,000, and you can absolutely tell the difference. Absolutely tell the difference. Yeah, I think you notice it more on knives, but like something like this Wii Mini Buster, it's like $300. And if you hand me a custom other than maybe some finishing details, I can't really tell the difference. The action on this is probably better, honestly, but Seiko Solar or 4R36 automatic. I always like automatics, given my druthers, but I do have a lot of Citizen Solars. I can't wear flip-flops at all because my middle toe is longer than my big toe, and as soon as I put flip-flops on, they just immediately proceed to try and saw my foot in half. Because every time I step, my freaky long middle toe is grabbing them and trying to pull them back into my foot. Is 4R36 winding and hacking? I believe so. I don't review watches, so I'm not up in all the terminology, but I believe it is. Is it just me, or do the plates that fit into the unused side of the pocket clip drive you nuts? I like them. I know that they drive birdshot for both of them. Frankie and Bird both hate them. I like them. I think it's kind of cool. A watch using a house movement is worth the higher price if you can afford it. Yeah, I will say my watch arriving tomorrow does have a house movement. I have a long middle toe also. Yeah, if you guys pay way too much attention to watch stuff, you can probably guess what it is, because I have mentioned a lot that I want one of these. It's not horribly expensive, but all right, I think we're gonna wrap this up. It's been an hour and a half, and my back's been hurting the longer I sit in this chair, so I'm gonna wrap it up. And thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I enjoyed it as always. Have a good one. And tomorrow, yes, there's gonna be a watch video. I'll apologize profusely at the beginning of it to my knife people, but yeah, so look out for that tomorrow. As soon as UPS gets here and I can do an unboxing, maybe I'll do 2 videos tomorrow. I have some in the tank. We shall see. Have a good one, everybody.